A businessman was preparing for a long trip away from home. Knowing his wife was playful and had a very enthusiastic sex drive, he decided to get her something to keep her busy while he was gone. He went to a shop that sold adult toys and wandered through the aisles. He considered a full-size doll, but that felt too much like bringing another man into the house. Still searching, he looked over the shelves of dildos when the elderly shopkeeper asked if he needed help. The man explained his problem. The old fellow said, "Well, we've got all the buzzing gadgets you can think of, but nothing I know will keep her busy for weeks except—" Then he fell quiet. "Except what?" the man asked. "It's nothing. Forget it." "No, really, tell me." "I need something." "Well," the old man sighed, "there is the voodoo penis." "What's so special about this voodoo penis?" the businessman asked. The shopkeeper reached below the counter and brought out an ancient carved box covered in odd symbols. He opened it to reveal what looked like a plain, ordinary dildo. The businessman laughed. "That's it? Looks the same as any other one in here. You haven't seen what it does, lad." He pointed toward a nearby door and commanded, "Voodoo penis, the door." The dildo lifted out of the box on its own, shot across the room, and started ramming the keyhole so hard the whole door shook. A crack began to form. Before the door broke apart, the old man said, "Voodoo penis, return to box." It immediately stopped, floated back, and lay still inside the box. "I'll buy it," the businessman said. The shopkeeper insisted it wasn't for sale, but eventually caved when the man offered $500. He brought it home, told his wife it was a special toy, and explained, "All you do is say, 'Voodoo penis, my crotch.'" That's it. Confident everything would be handled while he was away, he left on his trip. A few days later, his wife was unbelievably frustrated and desperate. She thought about calling someone, then remembered the magical toy. She undressed, opened the box, and said, "Voodoo penis, my crotch!" It launched into her instantly and began thrusting with unreal intensity. After several overwhelming orgasms, she wanted a break, but the thing wouldn't stop. She tried pulling it out, pushing it, twisting. Nothing worked. Her husband had forgotten to tell her how to switch it off. Panicked, she got dressed, climbed into the car, and drove toward the hospital, shaking the whole way. One particularly powerful orgasm made her swerve across the road. A police officer saw this and pulled her over. He asked for her license, then asked how much she had been drinking. Shaking and gasping, she said, "I haven't had anything, officer. I've got this voodoo penis thing stuck in my crotch, and it won't stop screwing me." The officer stared, sighed, and said, "Voodoo penis, my ass." Back from a business trip, a mother-in-law walks into the house and finds her son-in-law fuming while shoving clothes into a suitcase. She asks what is going on. He snaps that he emailed his wife to say he'd be home early, and when he walked through the door, he found a man in their bed with her. He declares the marriage finished and says he's leaving for good. The mother-in-law tells him to breathe and insists her daughter would never behave that way. She promises to talk to her and get to the bottom of it. A short while later, she returns beaming. She says, "I knew it had to be something simple." She didn't get the email.